Yeah. Who is going to repeat after me?
Virat.
Any new student other than Virat? I will make him to chant Gita
Okay.
because last time itself he wanted.
Usha Swini.
Anybody else?
Usha.
Yeah, Usha.
Yes. Usha, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Usha, you can repeat the prayers, okay?
Yes, Amma.
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha
Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Nirviknyam. Amma, can you repeat?
Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva
Nirviknyam Kuru Me Deva
Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Saraswati Namastubhyam
Saraswati Namastubhyam
Varade Kamarupini
Varade Kamarupini
Vidyarambam Karishyami
Vidyarambam Karishyami
Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada
Siddhit Bhavatu Me Sada
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu
Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu
Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha
Guru Devo Maheshwaraha
Guru Sakshat Parabrahma
Guru Sakshat Parabrahma
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Thank you. Now we will start with the Gita, 15th chapter. First we will revise the first two slokas. All of you can listen and then we will go to the third and fourth today. So Virat will start. Okay, Virat will repeat the first and second sloka. Okay, Virat?
I will just share it. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. First shloka, ma'am?
Yeah, correct. Same. Virat, are you ready?
Yes, Amma.
Did you practice? Can you repeat after me?
Yes.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Panchadashodhyayah.
Acha Panchodhyayah.
Panchadashodhyayah.
Panchadashodhyayah.
Pancha means 5. Dasha means 10. So Panchadasha means 15. Okay? Panchadashodhyayah means 15th chapter. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Urdhvamoola Madashakham.
Urdhvamoola Madasyatham.
Ashwattham Prahuravyayam.
Ashwattham Prahuvaryayam.
Chandansi Yasya Parnani.
Chandasiyasya Parnani.
Yastam Veda Savedavit.
Yastam Vena
Vedasa Vedavit.
Yastam Veda Savedavit.
Once more. Urdhvamoola Madhashakham.
Urdhvamoola Dharshakam.
Ashwattham Prahuravyayam.
Ashwattham Prahuvaryayam.
Chandansi Yasya Parnani.
Chandasiyasya Parnani.
Yastam Vedasa Vedavit.
Yastam Veda Savedavit.
Second one. Adaschordvam prasidastasya shakha.
I can't see the second one.
1 second.
Yeah, second. Virat, you can read
Yes.
Devanagari letters?
No, not yet.
English also is there here.
No? English is there. No, I am just asking him whether he can read. Okay.
I'm still trying to learn.
Okay, okay. Adaschordvam
Adharsthodvam
prasritastasya shakhaah
Visasya shakaha
guna pravriddha
Guna prabudha
vishaya pravalaah
Vijaya prabalaha
adhascha mulanyanu
Adasya mulana anusatyatani
karmanubandhini
Karmanumandini
manushya-loke.
Manushya-loke
Again, adaschordvam
Adharsthodvam
prasritastasya shakhaah.
Vasistasya shakaya
It is prasrita,
Prasrita
then stasya. Prasritastasya.
Vasistastasya
Prasritastasya shakhaah
Vasistastasya shakaha
guna pravriddha
Guna prabhita
vishaya pravalaah
Vishaya prabalaha
adhascha mulanyanu
Adasya mulana virasatani
adhascha mulan
Adasya mulan
anusantatani
Anusantatani
karmanubandhini
Karmanubandini
manushya-loke.
Manushya-loke
Thank you, Virat. I have posted it in our group. You practice, okay? Now we will go to third sloka. Who is next to repeat me?
Sai Nishant?
Yes, Amma.
Sai, last time you did, no? First sloka, first and second he did.
Okay.
Anybody else who has not done so far?
Raise your hands, children, so we can know you want to do.
Who has not done last week?
I think Hanshit did not do. Kushi did not. Kushi?
Kushi, okay. Hanshit and Kushi, I will select, okay? First, let Hanshit take over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Hanshit, can you repeat?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Narupamasyeha.
Narupamasyeha.
Hema, give the English version also. Yeah, thank you. Tatopalabhyate.
Tatlopalabhyate.
Tatopalabhyate.
Tatopalabhyate.
Correct. Narupamasyeha.
Narupamasyeha.
Tatopalabhyate.
Tatopalabhyate. Labhyahe.
Labhyate.
Labhyate.
Nanto na chadirna.
Nanto na chadirna.
Cha sampradishta.
Cha sampradishta.
Nanto na chadirna.
Nanto na charnitna.
Chadirna.
Chardirna.
Cha sampradishta.
Cha sampradishta.
Ashwattamenam.
Ashwattamenam.
Suvirudhamulam.
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 Asangashastrena.
Asangasastrena.
Dridena chitva.
Dridena chitva.
Ashwattamenam.
Ashwattamenam.
Suvirudhamulam.
Suvirudhamulam.
Asangashastrena.
Asangasastrena.
Dridena chitva.
Dridena chitva.
Thank you. Once more, same all the 4 lines we will repeat. Okay. Narupamasyeha
Narupamasyeha.
tatopalabhyate.
Tatopalabhyate.
Nanto na chadirna
Nanto na chadirna.
cha sampradishta.
Cha sampradishta.
Ashwattamenam
Ashwattamenam.
suvirudhamulam.
Suvirudhamulam.
Asangashastrena
Asangasastrena.
dridena chitva.
Dridena chitva.
Very good. Thank you. And
Yes,
sit,
ma'am.
practice. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
next 4th sloka, we will have with Kushi. Kushi, are you ready?
Sama.
Tatah padam
Tathav padam.
tat parimargatavyam.
Parimargunam.
Margatavyam.
Margatavyam.
Tatah padam
Tathav padam.
tat parimargitavyam.
Tatparvi margitavyam.
Tat pari
Tatpari
margitavyam.
Tatpari margitavyam.
Correct. Very good. Yasmin gatana
Yasmin gathana
nivartanti bhuyah.
nivartan bhuyaha
Atah padam
atav padam
tat parimargitavyam.
tatpari margitavyam.
Yasmin gatana
Yasmin gatana
nivartanti bhuyah.
nivartanti bhuyaha
Tameva chadyam
tame achadvam
purusham prapadhye.
purusham prapadye
Yatah pravritti
yatha pravritti
prasrita purani.
prasita purani
Tameva chadyam
tameva chadyam
purusham prapadhye.
purusham prabrite
Prapadhye.
prabhate
Yatah pravritti
yatha pravati
prasrita purani.
pravista purani
It is prasrita. Prasrita purani.
prasrita purani.
Correct. All the 4 lines again. Tatah padam tat parimargitavyam.
tatha padam tatpari margitvavam
Margitavyam.
margitavyam.
Yasmin gatana
Yasmin gathana
nivartanti bhuyah.
nivartani bhuyaha
Tameva chadyam
तमेव चाद्यम्
Purusham prapadhye.
पुरुषं प्रवृत्ते
Prapadhye.
प्रवृत्ते
Yatah pravritti.
यतः प्रवृत्ति
Prasrita purani.
प्रसृता पुराणी.
Thank you, Kushi. You
Thank
have
you.
to practice more. Okay, you'll practice. I will post it in the link. Practice. Okay, thank you. Hema, I think I can stop here. Now you can give it to Sudama.
Okay, Sudha ma'am, we hand over the space to you.
Okay, namaste children. So actually we are meeting after Republic Day only today. So we thought we will do something connected with Republic Day or our Bharat. So normally after during Republic Day or Independence Day, after flag hoisting, we all shout some slogans. You know, any slogan you can put it in the chat for any patriotic slogan which you shout in the end.
Bharat Mata ki jai.
Very
Jai
good.
Hind.
Jai Hind. Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Meri Bharat Mahan. So generally the word Bharat finds a place when we want to express our patriotic feelings. Because Bharat is the ancient name of our country. That is the Sanskrit name which was there. It is referenced in Rig Veda, Vishnu Purana, Vayu Purana, Skanda Purana, Markandeya Purana. In so many Puranas, you can find the name only Bharat. That was the original name. Actually, our country was known as Jambu Dvipe Bharata Varshe. So Bharata Varsham is the ancient name of our country. But now we call it India also. And this name Bharat only is there in our national anthem also. Janagana Mana Adinayaka Jayahe Bharata Bhagyavidata. Actually, even before it became the national anthem, it was a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. The name of that poem was Bharato Bhagyo Vidata. Vidata because in Bengali they don't use the word Va. That was the original name. So Bharat has so much of significance in our ancient history. Now, what is the name of the word Bharat? Bha means light of knowledge. And Rata means one who excels in this knowledge, very good at that knowledge. So all our ancient sages, rishis, they were all seekers of knowledge. Even goddess of Saraswati has another name, Bharati. In Bhagavad Gita also, Sri Krishna sometimes calls Arjuna as Bharata because he was a very good Sishya. He wanted to get the true knowledge from him. So that is the significance of our name Bharat.
Okay. So now that you know the meaning of the name Bharat, how did our country get this name or what is the origin of the name Bharat? Okay. So our country is named as Bharat after the very great king Bharata Chakravarti, who was the son of King Dushyanta and Queen Shakuntala. This reference you would have heard when you were, when you watch or read Mahabharat, you would have heard about King Dushyanta, King Shakuntala. Actually, King Bharata is the ancestor of Pandavas and Kauravas. That's why the great epic Mahabharata gets its also name from that, because it is a story of the Bharata dynasty, great story of the Pandavas and Kauravas who belong to the Bharata dynasty. That's how that Mahabharata name also comes from. And King Bharata Chakravarti, he was known for his righteousness, for his wisdom, and his ideal way of ruling. Not only that, he conquered the greater India and he united the kingdoms the entire Indian subcontinent, which came to be called as the Bharata Varsha or the Akhanda Bharat, the undivided Bharat. Okay, and as Sudama said, Bharat also finds its reference from many of the Puranas, and in our Vedas. Also, this Bharata name is there. And so Bharat symbolizes our rich ancient culture and ancient spiritual heritage. I will show you a picture of the Akhanda Bharat. Hema, ma'am, can you enable access for me to share
Yeah,
that?
sure. 1 minute.
Sure.
How do I do that?
I'm able to do it now.
Yeah, I think it's enabled. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is the picture of Akhanda Bharat.
So it's amazing to see our country extending from Afghanistan. It contained Pakistan, then Nepal, Bhutan, parts of Russia, a little bit of China, Burma, Sri Lanka. Everything was part of our country. Later on, due to some historical and political reason, they all got divided. Then let us see now how we got the name India. India, the name came from the river Indus, which is also known as Sindhu. That river is now in Pakistan. So when the invaders came to India, they crossed the river, and when they came here, most of them were Hindus. The Greek invaders, they called the people here Hindus, and they named the country as Indica. Then British took that name, then they started calling our country as India. Then when our country became independence in 1950, Republic Day only, our constitution was formed. You know what is constitution? The laws and rules which will govern our country. So they had to make a decision. Should we call the country by the ancient name Bharat or by the name which the British came India? Finally, they decided both will be the official names of our country. So, and remember, both Bharat and India are official names of our country. So even in passport, if you take a passport, you can see in English it is written Republic of India. In Hindi, Sanskrit, it is written Bharat Ganarajya. That is, name is also there, even in passport. And of course, one more name is also there, our country, which is not officially recognized, generally used in North India. Anyone knows the third name of our country? I can put it in the chat box. Very good, Hindustan. Sare jagah se acha, Hindustan hamara. So Hindustan is also used, but it is not in the constitution. It's not accepted. So whatever may be the name, our country has been the source of inspiration for the whole world because of its cultural heritage. But we are more rooted to the name Bharat because of our ancient history, our culture, our values, and all that. We are more rooted to the name Bharat.
Bharat, our country has produced so many great sages and saints, okay, who have taught us the ideal way of living. And not only spirituality, they have contributed, our rishis have contributed towards mathematics, astronomy, astrology, aeronautical science, medicine, yoga, etc. And this Bharata is also called the land of heroes, you know, where they help, you know, fight for our freedom struggle. Okay, and Bharat has always been a pioneer or leader in various knowledges like art, music, literature. In all of these things, Bharat has always been a leader. Apart from this, we all know that we have various languages, different food habits, different type of people, different culture, but still underlying unity is there in Bharat because as in Bharat and as part of our Sanatana Dharma also, we believe in tolerance, patience, loving, and considering everyone around us equal. Okay, so and even in Vishnu Purana, it seems it is said even the God sing that the men who are born in this Bharata Varsha, which is the path to heaven and liberation, are more fortunate than the gods themselves. That's what the gods themselves are telling. You know, this is from Vishnu Purana. So we should be really proud of our rich heritage of our Bharat, right? That's why we say Dhanya Asmi Bharatatvena, right? Now we will play a small game, okay? So we will give you some clues, okay? And the answer will have you have to find out, it could be a person or a word or anything, but the answer will definitely have the word Bharata in it. Part of the answer will have the word Bharat or Bharata in it, okay? So we will start giving you the clues. Whoever knows the answers, you can unmute yourself and then tell your answer, okay? It is just a game, it's not a quiz, so all of you are welcome to unmute and tell the answer, okay? Let me share my screen. We will go to the first clue. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so the first clue is the greatest epic in the world, which gives us many life lessons, of which Bhagavad Gita is also an
Ma-
important Very good.
Mahabharata.
Very good. Mahabharata. Okay. Let's go. Everybody knows about Mahabharata, so we will move on to the next clue. The highest and most prestigious civilian award of India given for exceptional service or performance in any field.
Ma'am, Bharat Ratna.
Very good. So this is the Bharat Ratna, the medal, and these are some of the few of there are many recipients. These are some of the recipients of Bharat Ratna. You all must know Sachin Tendulkar. This is Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, APJ Abdul Kalam, Sir C.V. Raman, and M.S. Subbulakshmi. These are few of the Bharat Ratna recipients.
This is also given during Republic Day only.
Yes,
This year no one received Bharat
Yes,
Ratna.
yeah, this year no one received Bharat Ratna. Okay, so we will go to the next one. What do we call the mother of our country? This one is very easy.
Bharat Mata.
Bharat
Very
Mata.
good.
Yes. So here is a picture of Bharat Mata for you. Moving on to the next clue. A famous Tamil poet, also a freedom fighter who has written many patriotic songs.
Ramayam Bharati.
You know one famous song of Bharat, I will sing for you. Parukulle nalla naadu engal Bharata naadu. Parukulle nalla naadu. He says our Bharat is the best country in the whole world. So many songs he has written, every using the word Bharat. Bharata Samudayam Vazhave, Bharata Desam Endru Tol Pottuvom. So many patriotic songs he has written.
Okay, so this is Mahakavi.
You are giving
Bharatiya.
all answers correct. Very good.
We'll go to the next one. A high-speed electric train recently launched by Indian Railways.
Bharat.
Okay. Has anybody traveled by it? Has anybody?
Vishruta.
Okay. Where did you go? Do you know between which two places Vande Bharat flies?
Only
right
5
now?
places it will go. Only 5. Vizag to Bangalore.
Okay, I know Varanasi, Delhi, and Delhi, Katra. You can
they are
find
even
out.
recently also they
Recently they are introducing more routes. Okay, and this something special about it is the entire all the parts, the entire train, all the machinery and part of the trains are completely made in India, and no part is imported from anywhere. So that is something to be very proud of again. Okay, so this is the Vande Bharat Express. Going on to the next one. One of the brothers of Lord
Bharata.
King, so Bharata. So he is the embodiment of total surrender and unconditional love towards Lord Rama. Okay, so the next one, a drive for cleanliness run by the Indian government.
Swachh Bharat.
Swachh Bharat. So are you all contributing to Swachh Bharat?
in
Yes.
your house, in your surroundings, in your school, always try to keep everything clean.
When you go out, carry a bag or something, so that if there is any chocolate wrappers or something that you use, put it in the bag and bring home, put it in the dustbin. Okay, that's nice. So the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, a classical dance form of Bharatanatyam.
You know, in Bharatanatyam, Bha stands for Bhavam, Ra for Ragam, and Tha for Talam. All put together makes this Bharatanatyam. There is Bhava, there is Raga, and rhythm, everything.
Okay. So, name of a leading political party of India.
BJP.
Bharatiya Janata.
Yes, Bharatiya
Bharatiya
Janata
Janata
Party, which is also the ruling party in the center currently. Good. Now, we are coming to the last clue, a Sanskrit slogan which means blessed to be an Indian.
Bharatiya.
We told you just before starting this. First day
Bharatiya.
you all shouted. You remember?
Vande Bharat.
Forgot. No.
Dhanya.
Forgot.
Dhanya Bharata Asmi. Dhanya Bharata Asmi.
Dhanya Asmi Bharatat
Can you
Vena.
all tell once together?
Shout.
Dhanya
Dhanya Asmi Bharatatvena.
You know the meaning? Blessed to be a Bharatiya. We are all blessed to be Bharatiya. So that is our motto now. We are all blessed to be Bharatiya. Dhanya Asmi Bharatatvena. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. One more question to you.
Hmm.
You prefer the name India or Bharat? Why?
Bharat.
No, you have to give with reasons next time. That is the homework
It
for
can
you.
be India or it can be Bharat.
Whatever
It
you
is your
prefer,
wish
with reasons.
with reasons. Okay.
Okay.
Something different from what some different reasons maybe or from your perception. Why would you prefer Bharat or India? Okay.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. That was a really wonderful quiz and lot of participation. Yes. Now we will move to the next program in the agenda. I hand over the space to Hema ji. Hema Iyer, ma'am will be taking us through a small story and a value. You can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Yes.
Namaskar, children.
Namaskar, ma'am.
I am Hema from Delhi, a retired biology teacher. I'm going to tell you a small story about a happy, kind man. Children, when you were young, you would have heard a lovely nursery song. Row, row, row your boat merrily down the stream. Row, row, row your boat merrily down the stream. Merrily, 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 life like a dream. This song was, there was a man who used to sing this song every day. He was an old man, kind man, living at the top of the mountain, which was surrounded by mountains, trees, forests. Occasionally, he used to come down to the village and used to interact with villagers and had nice talk with them. Slowly, people started liking him and calling him old, kind, lovely man, happy man. This went on for many years. Children loved, they sang song with them. Everybody was happy with this old man. There, by nature, there are few people who are jealous of people jealous of others' achievement. So there was a man, he wanted to know why this man is called a happy man, a kind man, why people love to sing along with him. So one day he thought, let me go and find the secret. Slowly, without telling anybody, he climbed the mountain slowly, and reached there and locked the door. This old man opened the house, poorly lit, dim, fire was burning, very few little things were there. This old cheerful man welcomed this man, said, come on, why are you coming in at this hour of a day? It's so dark. Come, you're feeling cold? Come sit near the fire. I think you are tired. Take water and food. Shivering and this huffing and puffing, this man sat near the fire. Then after calming down and having food, he said, sir, people call you happy man, wise man, kind man. I don't know. I want to know the secret. I myself want to be called as wise, kind man. Will you tell me? This man said, Oh, there is no secret. I can tell you, because there is no secret in it. The same question I asked when I was young to a man who was sitting under a tree and he was singing song loudly. Every time when I used to see him, he was always singing. So one day I said, "Sir, you tell me, what makes you sing so loudly and so happy?" This one said, "No, I'm just singing like that because I'm feeling very happy from inside." One has to be happy from inside, and that gets revealed, reflected outside also. And another thing, that I don't have any wants, desires. So when my desires are limited with a few little things, that makes me happy, I sing. Then I thought as a boy, I have so many wants, so many desires. The man who was sitting under the tree said, "Okay, while growing, you will have so many wants. Like now, you would like to have candy or ice cream. After eating, when you catch cold or get fever, you will think, why did I had this candy or ice cream?" So when you grow up, you have so many desires, which will lose its value as you grow older and older. Then very few desires would be left, and you love to achieve them. So this brings inner happiness, and that brings peace, and it's shown outside also. And your greed goes away, other thoughts, values come in, and that you become a kind man, you are compassionate, you show empathy towards others, you start loving nature, you love animals, everything goes on. After getting the answer, I realized I started counting my desire, minimizing my desire, started feeling happy what I am having. This is how I have learned to live peace with myself. This is my secret. If you follow this, you will also be like this. This man thought for some time, and "Sir, old man, sir, I have one question. You are old, you don't have a desire, you are kind. People will think you a fool. They will try to exploit you for your kindness. One day, this old man said, "No, being kind, happy, being peace with yourself will bring a strong strength from inside. That strength will be shown, and nobody can take advantage of you. That power you get, nobody can exploit you. You can try it yourself." This man, after getting the answer, said, "Thank you," started climbing down. He got the lesson. Now, children, what have we learned from this lesson is that we as humans have long list of desire from childhood to adulthood and then on. If you think the priorities and list what you actually want, what actually will make you happy, and if you get it, you will become peace with yourself. And that peace will show in your action, your deeds. You will become calm and kind. Now, children, I think you have understood the story. Let me ask you a few questions. You can answer. Tell me the incident when you felt very happy. You can raise your hand or tell your answer. Two incidents which you made you very happy.
You can unmute yourself, children, and answer. Who wants to answer? Yes, Virat. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. So the two incidents where I felt really happy was, number one, I felt really happy when I got selected for Olympiad round 2.
Very good.
Number two, I also was very happy when I actually, there's a small event which is happening in our school. It's called Gameathon. So now that last year I got selected into it, and that was one time or another time that I actually felt really happy.
Very good. Very good. Very nice.
Yes.
Now come on.
Vishuddha, unmute yourself.
Yes, Vishuddha, tell me.
So first the time when I got happy was when I earned first prize in singing. So when
Very
I got
nice.
happy, so I got motivated to participate more so I can increase my happiness. And then I won second prize in my basketball inter-school and third in my running race. So I felt really happy, and even though I got third and second, I felt more happy as I was getting more achievements.
Very, very good. Very nice. Keep it up. The next question I would like to ask. What makes you feel very sad? Raise your hand.
Would you like to answer, Akshita, new student? Where are you? Okay, unmute yourself.
No, ma'am.
You want to answer?
Come on, try.
Any language you can speak, no problem.
Ah,
We all understand Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, everything. Okay, fine. Next time, okay?
next time. Okay. No, I'll tell you, I feel sad when I see people suffering, hurting animals. Come on. Then the last,
Nikita wants to answer.
Nikita, tell your answer.
Ma'am, I get like really sad when I have to miss school on a selection day or a CCA day.
Very
When I
good.
get sick or I have to travel.
Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Now, anybody who can tell me the moral of the story? Try. Virat, tell.
The moral of this story is supposed to be on how you exactly know that you need to limit your desires. Look
Very good.
actual important desires which you need, which you
Very
feel
good.
to accomplish in life. Leave out those small desires which you have, which you can get in short term. Have long term desires, and once you achieve them, do not be overconfident and keep having a peaceful life, a minimalistic life, and that's it.
Very good answer. I just appreciate you. Very nice. Well done. Okay, children. You can draw a smiley face or an old, wise, happy man as a homework and post it in your group. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this Hema's auntie's story. Meet you again once again. You liked it, Virat?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am. It was a lot of fun.
Yes,
I love to tell stories. Next time I'll come with a better story. Okay.
ma'am.
Soon. Okay, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Hasini wants to say something. Your hand is raised, Hasini.
Uh,
Hasini, you want to say something?
Nothing, Amma.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Hemaji.
Thank you so much.
Now, luckily, my story also, I'm also going to tell you a story. Shall I? Shall I also tell a story?
Yes, ma'am.
And it will be the similar lines. What Hemaji told, this Hemaji also will be telling one story on desires and on the same lines, how we should not have too many desires. Okay, shall we start? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this story now, what I'm going to tell you, is also based on Sudha Murthy's story. Remember last time we had a story on Sudha Murthy? I told you a story which was written by Sudha Murthy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I
how I
teach my
taught my
grandmother.
grandma to read. Very good. So similarly, today we are going to read one more of a story. We are going to see the golden fish. Okay. Now, what is this story about? Once upon a time, there was a fisherman called Suraj. And he was a very hardworking fisherman. He used to go every day, fish, and come back very content with how much ever fish he caught. He would sell it. And with that money, he would love to live. So he wanted to work hard to earn his living. He used to go home to his wife, who was not so content. She wanted more and desired more. She was making food, and the next day morning, when she's making his breakfast and giving him his lunch of roti and dal in his tiffin while he goes fishing, she told him, "We have very less firewood left at home. If you don't bring firewood while coming back, don't come home." He says, "Okay, okay, I'll bring firewood." You see, very less firewood is left. And those days, they used to cook with firewood, isn't it? So what happened is he went to fish. And when he was fishing, he saw a beautiful golden fish swimming and dancing over the water and complete golden glow emitting from it. He was fascinated and he caught it. The moment he caught it, he could make out this is a special fish, very special indeed. He says, "Oh, I don't think I can kill or sell such a beautiful fish." And at that moment, the fish starts talking and he was amazed. This fish says, "Please leave me in the water." He says, "Okay, as you are so special in nature's creation, I will let you go." He lets him go back and says, "Golden fish, you are now free. You can go back and enjoy your freedom." The fish is so happy that it says, "You know why I am special? Because I can grant people's wishes. You want anything, please ask me before you go. I will grant your wish." The fisherman initially says, "No, I have everything. I don't want anything from you. Thank you, my dear goldfish." But as he is starting to go, the picture of his wife comes in his head. What did his wife ask him to bring? The wife asked him to bring firewood. He thinks, "Oh, yeah," and he just speaks out, "Yeah, I needed to collect firewood before I go home." Immediately the fish says, "Okay, tathastu, you go home, you will have your firewood." She comes, a golden glow comes out of her body, and she bids the fireman goodbye. The fireman walks back home, and what does he see? He sees a huge pile of firewood, enough to last a complete year. And he was so happy. He picked the firewood, he started dancing, and he called his wife and said, "See, you told me to bring firewood. I have got firewood for the entire year." She says, "Oh, okay, you got firewood, but how did you bring so much? Such a quantity?" So he tells her a story. "I found a magical fish and I released the fish, and the fish, told me to ask for a wish." She says that you met the magical fish and you asked for firewood. You're such a big fool. Go back now and ask for grains of sacks and sacks of rice and dal and provisions for the entire year. The Suraj is not too happy, but okay. He says, "Okay, I will go back." He goes back to the water and he says, golden fish, please come and grant my wish." And that moment, golden fish comes and says, "What do you want?" He says, "My wife wants a lot of grains in our house. We want rice, dal, and all provisions for eating." "Fine, you go home. I'll give you that," the fish says. He goes home and he sees his house is filled with provisions for the entire year. He doesn't have to work at all, but he is not happy because he was a person who likes to work for his living. Anyway, he will be sitting, so he has got food, he has got firewood. He feels, "I have got everything." But is the wife content? No. She sees her old dresses and says, "All my saris are old. I want new ones. I want costly saris. Please go back and ask." Suraj goes back to the water, not too happy, but he goes and asks he goes, golden fish, please come and grant me my wish." Golden fish comes and says, "What do you want?" He says, "I want dresses for my wife." And the fish grants. Now the list of wants keeps on going up. Now she wants vessels, new set of vessels for the kitchen. That also is granted. She sends him again and says, "We want a better house. This is a small house. So she wants good furnishing, she wants good furniture, she wants bed sheets, curtains. So one by one, the Suraj, the fisherman, keeps going back and asking for things. Then one day she says, I want you to go and ask for one more thing. He says, no, enough. We have enough. Let us live with this. He says, no, we have dresses. I have good house, but I have no jewelry to wear. So please go and ask for jewelry. So he goes and his wife gets a lot of jewelry now. Now, once she gets the jewelry, she calls the husband again. She calls Suraj and says, you have got me so much of jewelry with diamonds and gold. I'm scared. We don't have a watchman. Go and ask for a watchman. He says, no, I will not go. She forces him. Suraj says, this is the last time that I will go and ask the fish, after which I will release the fish from the binding of giving me wishes. She says, yes, yes, you go and ask for a very frightening, khatarnak, Rakshas sort of a watchman who has got long hair and big teeth and horns, so that nobody enters my house and nobody takes away my jewelry. Okay, fine. Suraj says he goes to the water. He goes to the fish. By now the fish is fed up. Golden fish. Yes, now Suraj, what do you want now? He says, see, this was the last time I'm asking you. Please grant me a very, very ferocious, khatarnak watchman for my house who has got long hair, long teeth, so that nobody enters my house. The fish says, okay, I will grant you such a watchman. Can you guess who becomes that watchman? The wife. As he is going home, his wife becomes tall and broad and her hair grows long. She grows teeth. The fish is fed up that I kept granting and the list never ceased. The list kept going on. So when the Suraj goes home, what does he see? He sees a Rakshas demon standing in front of his house and he runs away. This demon runs behind him and catches him. He is thinking, gone, I'm going to be killed. But after catching this, demon starts crying in his wife's voice and says, oh, look what has happened to me. And the fear of fish has betrayed us. She has converted me into the watchman, into a demonic watchman. So please go and ask for one more wish. He said, I cannot. I have released the fish from the bonding. I cannot ask anymore. Anyway, he goes and searches for the fish, but he does not get the fish at all. He could not find where the fish has been released from the binding and does not come back to these shores. So what do you think happens next? This house, Suraj's house, nobody ever enters, nobody ever comes because his wife is in the form of a demon. So the fish, tried to give her something, a lesson for her, curbing her desires. Okay. So from this story and the previous story told by Hemaji also, what do we come to know? That we have enough children. We have enough on the earth. The earth provides us enough to satisfy each and every man's need, but not for our greed. So there should be a full stop to our desires. I have one nice pen, I have two nice pens, full stop, no more. I have one mobile, enough. One car, enough. So we have to put a full stop to our need. Otherwise, Mother Earth is going to turn around like the golden fish and we will be suffering due to our greed. Isn't it? Do you agree with me? So now we go to quiz time. Okay, I will unmute. I think all of you are unmuted. So quickly we'll go through this. How did Suraj get so much of fire?
He asked the golden fish to grant him fire.
The golden fish he asked the wish to golden fish to give firewood.
Very good. Suraj was a content and happy man. What was his wife like?
Greedy.
So let us not, children, let us not say, this story talks about a man who is content and the wife, but it could be the other way around also. Any gender, it is just a story, a folk story. Okay. Yes, so the wife was greedy. And what else?
She was full of
She was turned into a demon, the wife.
Yeah, but before that, she was not content and she was always desiring for more. Yeah, what happened to the wife? Someone already
She became a demon. She became a scary lady.
She became a demoness.
Yes. Now I'm going to mute you all. Now one person will answer this. What do we learn from this story? Who wants to answer? Any new child who wants to answer? Ushaswini or Rakshita, you want to answer? Yes, I did not answer. Come on, Sai, you answer.
What we must
Mom,
have,
we should not have too many desires.
Yeah, we should have a limit.
we should be happy with what we have.
Excellent.
What we must have, we should be happy.
Very good, Rakshita. Good. Yes.
Never be greedy.
Do not be greedy. Yes, Khushi.
Amma, we need to be satisfied and contented. We shouldn't be greedy.
Thank you. So this yes. So this finishes. Yes, Veena?
So the thing is that this story shows that Earth has everyone for people. But then if all of us start getting greedy, the Earth, it does not have anyone else to depend on. It is independent. We're depending on Earth.
We have only one planet, right? Very excellent.
Earth has enough for every man's need, but not enough for every man's greed.
Thank you. Thank you, children. That was very nice. You have understood the story. Now I would hand over the space to Manikandan, sir. So please unmute yourself. It's okay. We are just...
Very nice story, ma'am. I didn't want you to finish at all, but just because of time.
Yeah, I went a little fast in the end, but we can go take 10 minutes, no issues, sir.
Yeah, and the quiz time is also good. It engages all the kids a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Let me just share screen, kids, here. Namaste to everyone. So, shlokams. So we are just continuing along with our Ganesha Panchratma. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir.
Layout. I always struggle with the mode of this, right? So it has to be. Okay, all right. So I think we are left with the last couple of slokas. So this is the fourth one. Fourth one is this one. Okay, so able to see this, right? Okay. If you can read Devanagari, please follow along the Devanagari. If you cannot, then you can look at the English one. So, Akinchanarti marjanam, chiranta nokti bhajanam. Okay, so it can be broken down into very simple sentences. Akinchana means someone who is very poor, right? Akinchanarti. Arti means some kind of sorrow that you have, which cannot be told outside. So some kind of sorrows you can tell to your friends and share, and the burden reduces. But Arti is the worst form of those, where you cannot even tell it to your friends or someone and share that burden, right? So Akinchan Arti Marjanam. Arjanam means consumes. So this Ganesha consumes all the artis of the Akinchanas. So for poor people who don't have much help, so their artis he removes essentially. By consumes, it means he removes all those. Chiranta Nokti Bhajanam. Chiranta Nokti. Chiranta is like all the Puranas, all the old scriptures. Ukti is the words of those. So he's always being praised by all the verses from the Puranas. Chiranta Nokti Bhajanam. Purari Purva Nandanam is the second line, right? So Purari Nandanam. So all the beauty of all these slokas is it tells a lot of stories, it tells a lot of relations also as part of the simple verse. Pura in this case is Tripura. Ari means enemy, right? So the enemy of Tripura is who? Lord Shiva. He is the one who fought Tripurasura, right? So Pura Ari, so the enemy of Tripurasura, which is Shiva. Purva Nandanam. Nandanam means what? Nandanam is someone who gives joy. In this context, son. Purva is earlier. So the first child of that Purari. Who is the first child of Shiva? Ganesha. The second child being Muruga or Shanmukha. So Purari Purva Nandanam. See, he has connected multiple things. He has told the story of the Pura, and then he has also conveyed the relationship between Shiva and the elder son. That leaves us to imply who the younger son is. So you learn a lot about the families of these gods as well. Purari Purva Nandanam. Sura Ari Garva Charvanam. Sura is what? Devatas. Sura Ari is enemies of Devatas, which are who are the Rakshasas, right? Sura Ari. So for those Rakshasas, whatever garva they have, garva is what? Haughtiness and pride, right? Garva charvanam. So he chews them like a chewing gum. He just chews away those that pride that these Rakshasas have. Okay. Prapancha Nasha Bhishanam. Prapancha, all of us know, universe. So Nasha Bhishanam. So he's capable of destroying the entire universe. I mean, not that he will do it. What it means here is he has the power to do it. He's so powerful. Prapancha Nasha Bhishanam. Dhananjayadi Bhushanam. Adi means etc. Right? Whenever you give a few things, Ityadi means and etc. Right? Dhananjaya is like fire. So all the fire and all the other elements, he's wearing like a bhushan, which are the five elements: the earth, fire, water, sound, all that. Right? All of that he's wearing like an ornament. Dhananjayadi Bhushanam. Kapola Dana Varanam. Kapola is your cheek, right? Dana Varanam. So basically his grace, or Dana is in this case grace, right? His blessings are flowing like a juice from his cheeks, right? Kapola Dana Varanam. Bhaje Purana Varanam, right? So like that, the praises of him sung in the Puranas are also flowing like that only, right? Bhaje Purana Varanam. Okay, that's this beautiful shloka. Now the next one, which is the last one, and then the Falashruti also, if we have 2 minutes, we'll do that also and wrap it up. Nitanta Kanta Danta Kantim Anta Kanta Katmajam, right? So again, a very beautiful verse. Nitanta Kanta. So Kanta means beautiful. Nitanta is generally extraordinary. So extraordinarily beautiful. So what is extraordinarily beautiful? Danta Kantim. Danta is his Danta, right? I don't know what it's called in English. What is it called for the elephant? Himaman?
Tusk.
Yeah, tusk, right? Danta. Danta Kantim. Kantim is that radiance that comes from the tusk, right? So that is extraordinarily beautiful. Nitanta Kanta Danta Kantim. Antakanta Katmajam. Antakanta Katmajam, right? Antakanta means what? Antaka is Yama, right? So one who put an end to Yama itself is who? Shiva. Shiva is the one who put an end to Yama itself. Antakantam Katmajam. So for that Antakantam, he's the Atmajam. Atmajam is son, right? He's the son of the person who destroyed the end itself. The end is Yama, the end of the end is Shiva, his son, Atmaja, is Ganesha. Again, lot of stories, lot of relationships explained as a simple verse, right? Achintya Rupa Mantahina Mantaraya Krintanam. Achintya Rupa means you cannot even think, right? Sometimes people say it's amazing, it's like a mind-boggling, right? They say Achintya Rupa. So his form is unimaginable. Achintya Rupa Mantahina. Antahina, Anta means what? All of us know, end. Antahina, no end at all, right? Such beauty without any end. Antahina. Antaraya Krintanam, right? Antaraya is all the obstacles, and Krintanam is cutting away all the obstacles. So he cuts away all the obstacles that his devotees have. Hridantare Nirantaram, very easy to understand, right? Hridaya ke antar, right? Inside the heart, he resides. Hridantare Nirantaram. Vasantameva yoginam. For all the yogis, he always Nirantara, right? He resides in the hearts of the yogis. Tam ekadantameva, that ekadantameva. So that ekadanta alone, I will worship, right? Tam ekadantameva, tam vichintayami santatam. Vichintaya means I keep thinking. Santatam, always. So all the time I keep thinking about that ekadantam. Right? So in this context, obviously, whenever a verse is sung in praise of one God, so obviously that particular God is elevated, sorry, right? And then in some other shloka, that particular God will be elevated. It's not like other gods are less powerful, but when we are talking, the focal point in this is Ganesha, and therefore, tam ekadantameva, that ekadanta alone I worship. Ultimately, our scriptures teach that the supreme Brahman is only one. We are worshipping different forms of that supreme God. That's it, right? Tam ekadantamevam tam vichintayami santatam. Okay, so that concludes the 5 Pancharatnas. And then the Falashruti. What is the benefit of chanting all this? This is the most important thing, right? Only if this carrot, we'll all pray Ganesha. Okay, Mahaganesha Pancharatnam. Mahaganesha Pancharatna, this Pancharatna. Adarena Yonvaham. Whoever reads this with great respect. Adarena. Adar, all of us understand basic Hindi, right? Prajalpati Prabhatake, whoever utters it, Prajalpati means who japs or who utters or chants this, Prabhatake, early in the morning, Hridisparan Ganeshwaram, by remembering Ganesha in the heart, whoever chants this, what does that person get? Arogatam, Adoshatam, right? So no diseases, no doshas or bad qualities or vices, all that. So all of that doesn't happen. Susahitim Suputratam. So you get a good companion, wife or husband, whoever, friends, all of that. Suputratam, children, gets good children as well. Samahitayu Rashtabhuti Mabhyupaiti Sochirat. Along with that, he also gets a long life and all the powers. There are 8 powers which are spoken about in this verse. Samahitayu Ashtabhuti, 8 powers, right? He gets this. And when does he get? Very, very soon. So Chirat, right? In a very quick time, he gets this. So Mahaganesha Pancharattam Adarena Yonbaham Prajalpati Prabhatake Hridisparan Ganeshwaram Arogatam Adoshatam Susahitim Suputratam Samahitayu Rashtabhuti Mabhyupaiti Sochirat. So I urge all of you to learn the sloka, important sloka, by heart. So if you take a few minutes every day, automatically within 1 week's time, you can easily by heart this and inculcate in this in your daily prayers as well. Okay, so I think we are ending the close for today's session. I'll stop here, ma'am, and over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving us the detailed meaning and also the benefits of reciting these beautiful verses on Ganesha. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I now hand over the space to Lakshmi ji for the closing prayers. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Okay, children. So it was very interesting session today. All of you must have enjoyed each and everything. Okay. So let us close now. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.